the pullover. This exercise incorporates back strength, pulling strength, and a dash of core strength. And it's actually pretty difficult to do. You probably used to do this all the time in elementary school. The thing is, we're not in elementary school anymore, and we actually weigh 100 more pounds than we used to. So things like the monkey bars and the pullover are actually a lot harder than they were. So if you're not training the right exercises and the right movements, you're not gonna be successful.
Guys, we're not in 4th grade anymore. If you want to do this exercise again and reclaim your power, you have to work through some of the progressions, train your strength, and get stronger. Or simply by going through the exercises I'm about to show you right now, you build up strength and add a bunch of cool new tricks to your bag. And it's important because it helps us with our training, and learning this movement is gonna allow us to do cool things. So let's do this thing, and yeah. You should have a good baseline of strength before you even start trying to do this thing. So make sure that you can do like 5 pull-ups and that, you know, you've trained core before in your life. So I got a bar here. I don't know why I thought training with my shirt off in the snow would be like, make this video cooler. I'm just kind of cold now. Let's do this though. The first one's gonna be leg raises,
which is gonna allow us to train our hip flexors and our core. Both are gonna be necessary for us to get our legs up and over that bar.
You know, see, there's just a few fundamental exercises in calisthenics that help you with everything, and this is one of them.
And this really is just a foundational move. Next, level up to the hanging L-sit hold, which not only fortifies your core power, but also enhances your grip strength, arm strength, preparing you for tougher challenges that are gonna be ahead. You see, when we do the pullover, we're gonna have to maintain an L for part of it until we pop our legs up and over. That's why this is really crucial. So get yourself into an L position like you see here, and just do what I'd be doing right now. And this is textbook form, okay? So yeah, this is textbook form. You can do a lower progression if you need to build up just by having your knees out. But training this, getting that L is crucial before you move on. As you progress, take on high knee raises, lifting your legs a little bit higher in that crunch up ball position. This is gonna help you further your core strength and help us move our legs even higher as we slowly build our way towards getting our legs up and over. In fact, the next level of this is to just simply do toes to bar, lifting your feet from the bottom position all the way up to the top, controlling the entire movement and trying your best not to swing. As you can see here, this is textbook form, which it takes time to build up that strength, and having some more flexibility in the hamstrings by just stretching those out will help you as well. That said, it's one of the main movements in doing this thing. We have to get our legs over the bar. When doing this exercise, it's a large amount of core strength, but eventually it moves into pulling strength in your back, and that's what we'll talk about now, because you use your abdominals to get your legs up, and then you pull with your back in order to get yourself to flip over the bar. And that's why the next stage would be to do reverse deadlifts. As you can see here, this is like not the best form, but essentially what you want to do is a deadlift, but in the reverse position. You see how I'm kind of upside down here? This will target the back and allow us to master the transition period of this whole thing. You want your legs to go above the bar. You can think of this exercise like a teeter-totter. You need to get enough of your body weight over the bar so you flip over and find yourself in that top position. Otherwise, you're gonna go up and you're just gonna fall back down. That's why this is so huge, because it helps you poke your feet out, strengthens your back, and allows you to get that next part of the movement down before we end up pulling ourselves over. And that's really is the hardest part, and we're gonna talk about it now.
You can do inverted L pull-ups where you're basically in an L shape and you row the bar up to your waist. It's a very difficult exercise, so if you only do a few reps, that's cool, but it's something we need to do and train that power so we can get up and over the bar without hitting our nads on the bar. You know, you wanna get over it, because otherwise it's a terrible experience.
As you can see, I'm maintaining an L shape with my body and then pulling myself up. This takes an adequate amount of pulling strength, so make sure that you're doing your rows, your pull-ups for sure. That should be said without saying it. Like, just always have your pull-ups going, because through having that strength in the pulling movements, it's gonna translate to this. However, it's not very easy to hold yourself in that L. It's really difficult to hold yourself like that, although we have a little bit of core strength now because we've been grinding those leg raises, toes to bar, hanging L-sits. It might not be enough to allow you to do this movement. It's a difficult exercise. So one that I'd recommend you start doing to help you with this one is front lever tucked holds. You basically tuck yourself up in a little ball like that, and it might look easy, but you're engaging your lats the entire time, trying to hold it with straight arms. And if you think about the inverted L, you're basically holding yourself in a tucked lever. It's just your feet are in a different position. And if you want to be able to do rows in that position, you need to be able to support yourself in that hold. That's why you hold yourself like this, trying to aim for 15 seconds, doing a couple sets of that, and eventually holding your body weight will become far easier. And then it's less about holding your body weight up, and it's more about challenging yourself with those rows and building up that pulling strength to get yourself over the bar. Now we're ready for the pullover. This is the final boss level, where we're gonna demonstrate the mastery over our body and gravity, successfully executing this move that we once did in 4th grade, and signify that we have leveled up our training game significantly. So get yourself onto a bar, and we're combining all the things that we've been doing this entire video. From a hanging position, do a bit of a toes to bar into a reverse deadlift while pulling like an inverted L, and then swing yourself over into that position. If you train with all the things I've been talking about, you got this thing in the bag, and you'll just be able to go around and around.
And since we're on the topic, I'm doing online coaching. So if you want to get coached by me and join the Body Transformation Guild, which is my little online community, I'll have a link in the description below for those who are interested. I'm pouring a lot of myself into it, and I'd love to have you join. Maybe even give you some more tips on the pullover. Either way, have a great day and pull yourself over that bar. It's a fun time. You're rolling around, you're going up and down.